What's good, everybody? This is Ace from Ace Corner Talk, coming to you live saying peace. Hope everybody's in good health. Hope everything is well with you and your family. Just want to talk to you today. Don't have no drama to bring to you. Don't have no ill intentions to bring on the platform. Just want to drop something in your spirit. I wanted to say to everyone, uh, when I bring information, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not trying to do no underhanded talking. What I'm displaying and what I'm giving out on my platform is just what I feel and what I believe in my heart. Has I don't have anybody in particular in mind when I bring topics to the forefront. Now, if there was anything that I had to bring to the platform that was specifically designed for somebody, believe me, I will put it in the title if it was something like that. But nevertheless, this channel is for upliftment, positivity, and so forth. So, I want to say peace to all. First of all, saying peace to my queen, Queen C. Love you. And peace to all of those who are looking in on Ace Corner Talk, who have subscribed to Ace Corner Talk, who have made this platform the best that it could be by entertaining, by conversing, and giving your input on this platform. So I say thank you and I appreciate the love. Now, I wanted to talk about staying true to the game. Staying true to the game has so much meat in it. It has so much substance that can make that statement a whole. And what I mean by that is staying true to the game is not only looked at from the inner aspect, it's looked at from the outer aspect as well. Staying true to the game can display many different types of avenues, can describe many different individuals. So when staying true to the game comes to mind, I think about how we all, what's up, Megalodon? I think about how we all have came from different walks of life. We've seen many different characters sojourn and take this walk with us in our life. And you see some people bow out. You see some people fall by the wayside. You see some people take the easy way out. But the one thing, what's going on, Munchie? But the one thing I have noticed that when a person is saying, stay true to the game, when I hear that, when I hear stay true to the game, it lets me know that an individual has made up their mind and has and have a mindset by any means necessary. And I'm going to go in and elaborate on everything that I'm saying. So when a person says, okay, I'm staying true to the game, I'm staying true to the game, okay, they might be displaying an action that no matter what happens, they have to remain consistent with what they do. Okay, when me personally, when I would quote me staying true to the game, that meant that if you came against me or intertwined with me, I was going to keep it real with you. Okay? Not oftentimes when you hear that quote, staying true to the game, do people really mean it from the heart? Because when I've seen people quote, man, I'm staying true to the game, they be the people that turn and it seems like they just turn their back on the very situation that you would think they would be true to. But being true to the game is a certain mindset that you gotta have. It's a certain walk that you gotta live and walk. Staying true to the game is a part of you. It's a part of your mental. What's up, Doug? It's a part of your being, your state of mind. It what makes you. It's your character. Okay? Staying true to the game is the substance of you as an individual. And not everybody possess that quality. Not everybody possess that in their being and in their soul. Staying true to the game, it can come from so many different aspects. But when you look at the deeper core of being true to something, that means it's a dedication that you have to have. And no matter what you do in life, you have to have a certain dedication in order to succeed in life. I haven't seen anybody succeed in this life that has not dedicated themselves to whatever they're trying to achieve. That's just simple facts. Whatever you're trying to succeed at, no matter what I'm trying to succeed at, it has to have dedication. And when a person has dedication and determination, can't nothing stop them. That means they have equipped themselves with the right mental stability, with the right fortitude to do whatever needs to be done, to possess whatever needs to be possessed in their life. Okay? God will back you up with whatever you can't do within your means. So if there's something you can't do within your means, that's when you call on God. But outside of that, if it can be done with these two hands, God is not going to intervene in that, because he wants you to figure out that you have the ability with your two hands to do whatever it is you say you want to do. Now, if it's a mountain that you can't move, or if it's something that's impossible for a man to do, then God will step in and prove his godship, okay? But what I'm saying, stay true to the game, it has a whole lot in that very quote. That if you do not take an inner look at yourself and say, how true am I being to myself? First, you got to be true to yourself as an individual. Learn how to be true to yourself so you can be true to somebody else. Because if you can't be true to yourself, anything you say to anybody else is going to be a lie. Consistency is a for sure way to check somebody as to whether they're true to what they're saying or whether they're true to the game. You understand? Munchie in the chat room says we have to look within, which is true. So a lot of people, they say they're true to the game, but there's no consistency in what they do. Everything that they do, everything that they say, every time that they fix their mouth to say a particular thing, it seems like it goes on deaf ears because they're not living up to what they are saying. Staying true to the game, it means that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. That means you got to equip yourself, lace up your boots, and you got to get out there, put the work in. And no matter who's in your corner, no matter who's not in your corner, you got to put that work in. And if somebody's in your corner, staying true to them until the end. That's staying true to the game. Staying true to the game, if you have your eyes open and you start to see something that ain't right, okay? Staying true to the game means you don't abort or abandon the mission. It means that you stay true to it enough to be honest with whoever you dealing with. Now, that's factual. When you got to be honest, it takes guts to be honest. It takes strength to be honest. It takes big kahunas to be honest. You understand? You have to have big gones to be honest with yourself. Peace. Peace, y'all. So, it takes a lot of inner man to be true to yourself. When it's time to be honest, can you really dig down deep and be honest with any one individual? And Patience says you need brass balls. Yeah, you do. But can you be honest with yourself? Can you be honest when it's time to equip yourself? Because as I see it today, a lot of people are not honest with themselves. They look in that mirror and they turn away and start combing their hair, not even looking in the mirror to see how they styling their hair and how they combing their hair, because they can't even be honest with themselves. Some people can't even be honest about where they are in their particular time in their life. So what they choose to do is they choose to put a front on about who they are and about the life they live. They put a persona on. And then they'll just say the words, I'm true to what I do. But when you say those words, Your actions have to line up with your walk. Your walk and actions have to line up. Those two have to match. It's not about how loud you curse. It's not about how much you flex. It's not about none of that. It has nothing to do with that, because that's merely the outer appearance or the outer exterior of the individual. Staying true to the game is on the inside. It's something that nobody can see, but you know you gotta have. You gotta know you have it inside. Some people, they try to dress it up on the outside to make it like they have it. But when you true to whatever it is, you got it on the inside. It's nothing that nobody can take from you. It's in there. So you can be true with yourself. You can be honest about where you are. You can be honest if you make a bleep or mess up. Peace, Rella Ann. You can be honest about how you're living your life. Because what happens is when you true, you go to seek how to make changes in your life. That's what happens when you true to the game. You're going to seek how to make the correct changes in your life to be a better person, so that when somebody says that's a real nigga right there, or that's a real dude right there, they meaning when they see you, whatever you speak, whatever you live, whatever you walk, it all lines up together. There ain't no inconsistencies. There is no stagnation in you as an individual. They have to be able to see that. They have to be able to see that in you. There shouldn't be no stagnation in you as an individual. And if there is, you need to work on that so you can line up and be true to who you are. Being true to the game, you gotta get the mindset that when people see you, they gotta know your word is your bond. Can they trust your word? Some people right now, their word ain't good. It's good as nothing, man. It's just as good as Donald Trump's word. It's just as good as Donald Trump's word. Some people could tell you something and you can just know that it ain't no truth coming out of it. You can look at some people and know that they're lying when they say what they say. I have gotten to the habit of looking at people knowing they lying to me, but I just don't even say nothing. It just don't even make sense to say anything because you know they lying. Some people think they get away with lies. No, I think it's just the fact that people just get tired of you lying, so they just don't even address it anymore. You just lie so much, they just know that's your character. But that's a sad state to be in. That's a sad state to be in, that when somebody sees you, they don't even give you enough credit to think that you might tell the truth when it comes to a certain particular situation. And I believe that's sad. That's sad to be in that situation where nobody can trust in what you say or trust in you as an individual. When they see you talk, when they see you walk, when they see you move about and navigate in this world, wherever you're set you claim and wherever you living at, they can't even trust in your word. It was something to pop off. They need to know whether you're going to stand or whether you're going to run. Whether you're going to be true to yourself and be true to who you dealing with, or whether you're going to run when adversity comes. See, what happened is now, when the going gets tough, people start to run now. People are running in the opposite directions, fleeing, because it's all about self. But when you true to the game, you're not worried about so much about self, in the fact that when you get self together, you know it. You walk with a certain confidence in you, knowing that you are true to everything that you do. Your confidence is at a certain level. Nobody can take that from you. See, I don't have to worry about holding my head down because I'm too confident in what I do. And if anybody tries to break my confidence, that's when I have to use a little bit of wisdom on how to navigate past the foolishness, past those individuals. And if it comes to my physical harm, then that means I have to equip myself and think quick on my feet. You understand? But being true to the game, you know without a shadow of a doubt who you are as an individual. Shouldn't nobody be able to tell you different about you. You should know who you are. You should know that when it came down time to it, you ready to do it. You ready to go to the battle. You ready to equip yourself. You ready to mentally be able to challenge and deal anybody or anything that comes against you. You should be able to have a word for somebody that's challenging you as an individual about who you are. You should be able to have a blueprint rehearsed in your mind about your goals, your aspiration, and who you are as an individual. If somebody asks you who you are as an individual, you should be able to tell them right away who you are. You should be able to go through your lineage and tell them who you are if you was in a conversation with somebody. Most people can't even do that. If you ask somebody who you are and what goals you have, most people can't even tell you. They still seeking, they still searching. But when are you going to have that blueprint already laid out? So that way when it comes down time for you to have to prove it, it's already there. See, I don't have to do too much proving to anybody. I already have what I have. You understand? I don't have to prove anything because my fruits and my labor already show who I am, what I've done, and where I've arrived. And I haven't made it to the glory. I haven't made it nowhere yet, but I do have a consistency of who I am. So that speaks for my character in itself. And then when you look at me and look at my queen, she's a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of her. So if you see her, you're going to see the same strength in her that you see in me because we build each other. We build each other as individuals. When she's weak, I got to be the husband to say, you know what? Even though you're going through that, baby, you're going to be all right. Let me pray for you. Let me pray your strength right now because I see that you're weak. And she should be able to do the same for me. That's in the particular relationship setting. But staying true to the game, if you got people in your life that depend on you, people that look at your walk, they should be able to see some consistency. Don't lead nobody astray because you loose with what you say and you easily to fall away with your walk. You disappoint people. You disappoint those who look up to you. When you can't stay consistent, it's not hard. Staying consistent is not hard. It's just telling yourself this is what you're going to do irregardless of the situation and circumstances. I'm going to stay true no matter who you are, no matter what happens, no matter what comes in my life. This is how I got to navigate. You got to stay true to who you are. Because what happens, you begin to waver when any little thing happens in your life. You feel me? I just want to shout out my baby boy. His birthday is today. He turns 3 years old today. My little man growing up. I'm trying to tell you, man, he is growing big. And it just seems like yesterday he was born. And to be honest with you, you know, I thought that if I was to take on the responsibility of another child, it would be definitely difficult for me to cope because I wanted to do so much and I felt like taking on more responsibility would hinder what I wanted to do. But I found out that my son added more substance to what I wanted to do and the goals that I really wanted. He added more substance because first it was another mouth to feed, which had to get me up and keep me strong when I was going through things on my job. And then second, every time I look at his face, man, look at my little dude, he looks like me, a mixture between me and his mother. And when I look at him, I see myself. I see him so much in me. I see the little guy. So it's like it brings such a joy to me. It brings that joy and satisfaction to see my little man growing up. And it's like he has the characteristics that I have, has the movement that I have. So today, my little man, Mason, turns 3 years old, and I'm proud of my little guy. He's blossoming. He's getting tall. He's sprouting out. So I'm proud of him because he's picking up. He's learning. You know, when he was 1.5, just turning 2, he was knowing his ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. He's a fast learner. He picks up very quickly. Very intelligent, man. He articulate words like nobody's business. I'm telling you, he could put some words together and he could shame some adults. You understand what I'm saying? He probably could hold a live stream better than some of these adults out here, and that's facts. But I just want to say happy birthday to you, little man. I love you. Your father holding it down. He's being the father that I should be, the representative that I should be to represent him. So I'm representing you well out here in these streets, baby boy. I love you. And that goes for all my kids. Your father representing. So my lineage, my legacy, when it continues to move on through the ranks, you can see the consistency in who I was. My kids should be proud to say that that's my father right there. And I'm glad that they are proud to say that, yeah, that's my father, that's my pops. Because how I lived before them. Staying true to the game. That's part of it right there. That's part of it. The way you live before your kids, staying true before your kids. Because kids, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about kids, they going to be honest. They going to tell the blunt truth. I don't care what you say. Kids will tell you the blunt truth and tell you like it is. See, because they don't see any wrong in what they say. You understand what I mean? They don't see the wrong in what they say. They just blurt things out. And it be the straight truth, the straight facts. So, with that being said, staying true, it has a whole lot of validity in it. What's up, my man? Come in. Just talking about you, Papi Chulo. What's good? What's up? Huh? Well, get the cake out your hair, man. What's up with this? You got cake all over the place. Come on and say hey to the people.
Hey.
Say what's good.
It's good.
All right. He just got the cornrows out his hair. Look at that. What you got in there? Some juices and berries? What you got in there, boy? I'm just messing. Huh? Juices and berries? That's what you got right here? No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So you know your daddy love you? Huh? You know your daddy hold it down? No doubt. Say no doubt. No doubt. Say stay true to the game. Say stay true to the game. Come on, you talk better than that. Say stay true to the game. Check it. So Doug said, what's up, little Ace? Say what's up, Doug.
What's up, Doug?
No doubt, no doubt. Say no doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. So what you think about staying true to the game? Do you stay true to the game? How you do that? How you do that?
We just play football.
You just play football? What about GTA? You play GTA too? And what you do on that?
We shoot the people.
Shoot the people. Is that all you do? Okay, that's all you learning on that game? Sorry, we gotta switch your games up. You just can't shoot people all day. That's not good. But yeah, that's what's up. Munchie said happy birthday. Say, oh, and say, hey Munchie.
Hey, Munchie.
Say, how you doing?
How you doing, Munchie?
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. Say, how you doing, Munchie?
How you doing, Munchie?
Say, thank you for saying happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Munchie.
No doubt, no doubt. So, staying true to the game, it goes a long ways when you staying true to the game. This is why I stay true to what I say and what I do as an adult, as a man, you know, as a husband, as a father. You know, I have to look in his face every single day and know that I'm doing justice by him. You know, I have to look at my wife knowing I'm doing them justice out here in these streets. And what I say and what I preach have to line up. You know, I'm not perfect. I made plenty of mistakes along the way to be able to speak that truth and to be able to speak from the position that I speak from. Plenty of mistakes. And when you make mistakes, that should make you a good teacher. Okay? But some people, they don't learn that lesson. They just keep making mistakes. Mistakes make you a great teacher. But you got people that make mistakes, but they don't learn from the mistakes. So they keep making them. When you make a mistake, you should learn from the mistake. so you can be able to teach somebody. So the more mistakes you have made in life, it makes you a great teacher. So now I'll be able to teach him this one right here and the other three I got. I'm teaching them through my mistakes, my setbacks, my shortcomings, teaching them how to stay true. On your hand, you ready for them? Huh? When it all boils down to it, and I always heard this comment made, excuse me. I heard people say that you can't even count on your hand 5 people that are true, real friends. Right? And after a while, I started to believe that. I used to say, you agreeing with me? Okay, no doubt. I started to agree with that. And I started to tell myself, you know what? I believe that's true. Because it had gotten to a point where everybody I dealt with was either crooked, had some schemes going on, either tried to backstab me, it was always something when I had somebody in my life, when I tried to befriend them and give them the realness out of me. It always was something behind it. You dig what I'm saying? It was always an open agenda behind the individuals that I tried to befriend. Always. Say, what's up, Megalodon?
What's up, Megalodon?
Yeah, he said happy birthday. He said happy birthday to you. What you gonna tell him?
I'm gonna say thank you.
You telling them thank you? No doubt. Okay. So he said, at Megalodon, he said thank you. Megalodon said happy birthday.
Thank you.
So with that being said, when I had people that I dealt with in my life, I could not count on my hand 5 people that was true to me as an individual. You should be able to expect that out of your life. You should be able to expect 5 people in your life to at least stay true to you. At least. Especially if you're a good character. Especially if you believe in morals. If you believe in keeping yourself. He don't want to leave. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right. Give your peace sign. You got to get your head twisted, all right? Go get your joint twisted up, all right? Love you. All right. Peace. So, with that being said, right? With that being said, listen. You should expect, your expectations, whoever you have in your life, whoever you deal with, you should have the expectations with them to stay true to you. Because especially if you're a good person in heart, in soul, what you preach and live, all of that is decent. I ain't saying you perfect, but it's decent. You should expect somebody to be true to you if they're in your life. Now, everybody that's in my life and everybody that I deal with, I don't revere them as friends, as close friends. But the people that I do revere as close friends and that I do let in my inner circle, those individuals, I have an expectation out of them to remain true to who they are and to remain true to me as a friend. That's how I revere those who are in my inner circle. Outside of that, if we are acquaintances, I don't have that expectation out of you because I don't know you like that. I know of you, but I don't know you. But close friends are people that you do things with. Close friends are people that you hang out with. Close friends are people that you rock with when times get hard, that you can share things and don't have to worry about people way across in China knowing your business. That's what your friends, that's a true friend, right? You don't have to worry about the lady hanging out the window next door knowing all your business. That's a true friend. What you say to your friend in confidence should be able to stay right there no matter who pries their mouth open, no matter what type of thing or con they try to do to get it out of you. They will not reveal the truth or the things that you have said to them because it's a sacred code between friends. But one thing I have realized, one thing I have really truly realized is that every time I hold my hand up and I go to look for those 5, I could barely count 2. And that's being honest with you. And that's a sad thing to say. Because out of your family members, you should at least expect somebody to be true to you out of your family, but it seems like they're the very ones that'll do the backstabbing. But I know you hate me to go there. I know you like to think your family's perfect, but if it is, that's cool. But me living on this earth, the time I've been on this earth, I've seen that the family members are the very ones that'll stab you in your back quicker than the man next to you. And that's just being honest. That's just being real. Today, I could be honest. I don't have to sugarcoat anymore. Back in the day, I might have sugarcoated things because I wanted to protect people's feelings, and I wanted to make sure nobody was offended or hurt by what I said. But today is a different day. Today, I have to be honest with who I am. I have to be honest and truthful. What I see is what I see. And that type of truth gets you further than sitting here lying to people and trying to hold back or trying to appease them from hearing the truth. I respect the honest person more than I can respect somebody saying, well, I didn't want to hurt you, because you're not doing me any justice. If you're a friend, a real friend will be honest with you. A real friend will tell you the truth. You understand what I'm saying? A real friend will be honest with you. Sometimes when you look and you search and you want to believe, 9 times out of 10, it flips right around. And what you really thought from the get-go is not what it really was. See, some people have lost great friends. Some people have lost the greatness. If you got a friendship and you have a friend and you know they being real with you and they true, why jeopardize that friendship by being unloyal as a friend? Why not just be real with them and keep it 100? Why not just keep it 100? Keeping it 100 is so much more gratifying to know that you are being honest and real with your main man, or your main girl for females. Being honest and 100, that goes a long ways, rather than sitting and trying to portray something or trying to lie or trying to be slick or cunning. All of that stuff, man, I'm telling you, man, that stuff, it has an end to it. And it usually ends up in fights. It usually ends up with you not talking to the individual for years to come. That's how it usually happens. But today, how true can you stay to yourself? How true can you stay to the game? If you're putting in work to make yourself a better individual, how much more work do you have to put to being a good friend or to being somebody true to somebody else? How much more work do you got to put? If you're being true to who you are as an individual, it shouldn't cost much more to be true to the game and to remain truthful. Some people can't even remain truthful because it's not in them to remain truthful. Some people think they see you and can take advantage of you, take advantage of your kindness, or take advantage of, the type of individual you are. So I'm speaking my piece today, not to any one particular person, not speaking my piece to make people get in their mind that I might be directing or targeting things to them. This is just something that has been on my mind. Has nothing to do with any one individual, so don't take it personal. This is just Ace. This is Ace Corner Talk, all right? Let's not get this twisted. Let's not get this twisted. People think that when I say things that I have to do any undertone type of talking. Ace don't do that. Believe me, Ace will come right in your face and tell you what has to be said. And whatever comes out of that, it just happens. That's how I am. I need you to know that. I don't sugarcoat and I don't hide that. So anybody that knows me or deals with me, you're going to get that from me. Whether it's on phone, online, face to face, whatever the case is, if I feel I need to speak my truth, I'm going to speak my truth. So this is Ace Corner Talk. Y'all see it up there? Right there. Ace Corner Talk. So that means I got to talk my talk. So being truthful to the game, being true to the game, it has so much in it. Has so much in it. Some people's opinion you can't even take to heart because they haven't even classified or even been in the position to give you any good substance to hold on to. It's just like a married person trying to get advice from a non-married person. How can you give me any advice if you ain't never been married about my marriage? Let's not get it twisted. You're taking advice from somebody who ain't qualified to give you advice. That's simple. That's simple math. That's simple math. Okay, some people seek to get advice from their girlfriend or boyfriend. They get advice from people who ain't married. So why you gonna go ask somebody who ain't married how to give you advice about your marriage? If they don't know what it is to live with a person day in and day out, when they don't know what it is to make some vows and keep the vows or stand strong on the vow, if they don't know what it is to be in those type of trenches, so how can they give you advice? Some things and some people are not qualified to give you prime advice in your life that can help you catapult to the next level. So you seek that advice from somebody that's supposed to be true to the game, but can't validate their truths. Watch who you dispose your information to. Stop being so loose. Stop being so easily to tell your business. Because not everybody's qualified. And everybody that you revere as your friend ain't your friend. And I'm realizing that. Been realizing it a long time ago. The first time I realized it when I got locked up and homeboy was trying to smash my girl when I was locked up. And actually succeeded in it when I was down for a minute. So that was a harsh reality, but it was a real one. Now the dude, I didn't know, I knew him, but we wasn't cool. But just the fact that I knew of him, I mean, come on. And that showed me the loyalty that the person I was with. What kind of loyalty did she have to me? She wasn't even true to the game. But in the long run, I got the victory. In the long run, I'm the one that came out on top. Although at the moment, the pain and what I went through was great because I was with her for a minute. But after I came out of that, she realized the mistake she made. And watching her go downhill for whatever reason, I'm not saying because of me, but she probably stood a better chance sticking with me after I got myself together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But staying true to the game. It's so important in this last days that we stay true to us as an individual, to yourself, to who you are, staying true to that, to who you are. It's very important, very important, very. Because there's vital information that you need, and there's vital information that you could be given to someone that you can help, you can bring out, that might be going through. And if you haven't been true to who you are, they might not be able to receive it. So I wasn't going to be on here long. Just wanted to drop something on y'all. I appreciate all of those who have watched Ace's Corner Talk, who have been involved with Ace's Corner Talk. It's just been a real reality about life and about circumstances. We all go through things, but at the end of the day, we got to stay true to who we are. We have to stay true. Continue to build, continue to live your truths, continue to strive for greatness, continue to be that person that you are. My strength, my being, who I am, has been centered around trusting and believing in God. Now, whatever you subscribe to, whatever you believe in, I'm not sure, but find the truth and the richness in it. Seek, search, and whatever your truths are, stay true to it. Don't let nobody persuade you. If there's a different outlook that needs to be taken, just take the different outlook. but don't switch up who you are. I would like to thank everybody that stopped by Ace's Corner Talk. I appreciate all of those who have been in this chat, cheering on and supporting my truths, my facts, from my position, from my thoughts. I thank you so much. And if I was to do a roll call, I'm going to shout out Megalodon Munchie. I want to shout out Pager. I want to shout out Rella Ann. I wanted to shout out Doug. I wanted to shout out Sir Hobbler. Appreciate you for stopping by. I think I seen you once or twice in the chat. Thank you. So stay true. Stay true. Stay true. If you have the identity of being inconsistent, just make sure you stay true. Just get back on track. Be a man of your word. Be a woman of your word. Be true to your word. Don't be a flip-flop. Don't be up and down. One day you in, one day you out. Don't be so easily to give up on situations. But be true to who you are. And that will always prevail over anything you may be experiencing in your life. So like I said, I thank you. We standing strong. There's no weakness over here. There's no weakness over here. No weakness. And anybody dare, anybody, I'm just throwing this out there. Anybody dare come against me and think that there's weakness in my heart, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. Because there's no weakness in this corner right here. Let me tell you, no weakness. And I preach strength every single day that I can. I preach strength. In sickness and in health, I'm preaching that strength. I'm married to this thing. So I thank all of those who decided they wanted to stop by, whether it was for a brief moment or not. I appreciate you. Thank you much. Stay true to that game. Because we all got a story to tell. We all got a story to tell. But if you're going to tell it, let it be the truth. And if it's a lie, let it be a lie. I'm Ace. Peace. I'm out.